It's the end of an era for the Mustang volleyball team. Hear from Coach Tim Whitus as he retires after 10 straight region championships.
Plus, how these trailers seen in various parking lots may deter crime as we enter the holiday shopping season. I'm Atlee Stanley.
And I'm Grace Samples. Mustang TV News starts right now.
The mom and dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Oh, pack your bags, cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
You may have noticed trailers outside of retail locations. Some have said they look like solar panels, but they are actually cameras.
The Paducah Police Department tells Mustang TV's Madison Hayes and Ella Choop the hope is to cut down on holiday time crime.
Recently, camera trailers have been placed around town to increase security and help prevent crime. The Paducah Police Department created a partnership with LiveView Technologies and local retailers. We talked to Officer Blake Quinn about why they were placed.
The partnership was created by LVT, and what they're doing is they're actually collecting statistical data. Paducah was chosen along with an agency in Alabama as part of a pilot program. And so the efforts for that will be to collect data to determine the effectiveness of the LVT camera systems.
We asked some students for their opinions. Junior Braden Gilbert shares his opinion on the cameras.
It's good because it helps stop theft, and now it's also helped stop speeders because people think it's about speeding, and it's not.
Sophomore Jillian Roach says she has other ideas for the cameras.
I feel like we should get like little campus robots that zoom around to help stop crime and like littering. I feel like we should get those instead.
Officer Blake Quinn also informed us where the ideal spots of the trailers are.
So right now, 14 different companies have agreed to have the cameras put on their locations, and it's everywhere from Academy Sports to Walmart. There are approximately 30 cameras in the city at this time.
The camera trailers are planned to be removed in 6 to 8 months. For seniors heading to college, now is the time to start applying for scholarships to help pay that hefty tuition. Do not forget to check your mind for new scholarships. A list is available on the high school's website and the senior blog put together by Ms. Bolin. For example, there are 3 scholarships whose deadlines are November 26th, November 30th, and December 7th, respectively.
With the fall play coming to a close, now we must patiently wait for the next exciting adventure that the theater department will take us on. Luckily, we don't have to wait long. They announced the spring musical after the Saturday night show and on Instagram. Senior Gavin Smith is excited for the next show.
So people should care about our school doing Beauty and the Beast because it's a really well-known movie and a really well-known story. It's a show for all ages, adults, kids, teenagers, they can all enjoy it. And it's a really laid back, you don't need to be worried about it, just go and be yourself.
There will be an informational meeting on Monday, November 21st for any student who is interested in auditioning. The meeting will be held in the auditorium until 3:15. Audition information will be available as well as time slot reservations. Ms. Voss will be teaching the audition music as well. The show will look something like this.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour. Look, there she goes, I've got a strange but special, a most peculiar mademoiselle.
I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. I want it more than I can tell.
Our guest, be our guest, put our service. Alors, do the test. Tie your napkin around your neck, chérie, and we'll provide the rest.
This week, students have been voting for teacher superlatives, everything from the most organized teacher to the teacher who gives the best advice.
Reporters Alex Gilmore and Nora Brown asked teachers and students their opinions on the new awards given by the students.
What teacher is the biggest sports fan?
I think Mr. Eric Jacobs.
How do you feel about being on the superlatives list?
It's pretty cool, I guess, like looking around my room. It's a lot of sports stuff, so it makes sense.
Who do you think the best dressed teacher is?
I never had him but Mr. Basil.
I think Mr. Basil is.
How do you feel about being on the teacher superlative list?
I think that other teachers need to step it up if I am best dressed because I love sneakers and leggings.
What teacher gives the best advice?
Miss Wheeler.
Miss Wheeler.
Who's your favorite English teacher?
Mr. Treffel.
What teacher gives the best advice?
Kelly Ray.
How do you feel about being on the teacher superlative list?
Well, I'm surprised because there are so many great teachers here, but I'm also very honored.
Cool. Feel pretty good about it.
I was so excited to see my name on the list, and I wasn't expecting it, and I almost cried whenever I saw my name.
What teacher do you think gives the best advice?
I think Mr. Mungle gives the best advice.
My favorite history teacher is Mr. Buchanan.
Who's your favorite history teacher?
Mr. Basil.
Who's your favorite math teacher?
Probably Miss Perrier.
The voting results will be in the 2022 through 2023 yearbook. Yearbooks are still available for purchase at yearbookforever.com. The Salvation Army is now accepting donors for the Angel Tree program. The Angel Tree is about giving gifts to children or seniors who usually do not receive them during the holidays. Children must be 12 or younger to be a recipient of gifts from the program.
All of our trees are located at Hinkville Walmart, Southside Walmart, TJ Maxx, CrossFit Dig Deep, Old Navy, Kentucky Oaks Mall, Pizza Inn.
To become a donor, you can either use the Salvation Army website or visit a store near you. For the Paducah area, the Salvation Army thrift store is taking donations for the Angel Tree.
Congratulations to MCHS junior Owen Cody on being selected for the National Association for Music Education All-National Modern Band.
Mustang TV's Marianne Portiliano explains what that is, plus how you can apply.
The event took place 2 weeks ago in Washington, D.C. Although the audition process was difficult, Owen said it was a great experience.
It was very eye-opening, and I thoroughly enjoyed all the experiences that I took place in, and all the people I met and my directors were excellent.
Not only did Owen have a great time, band director Mr. Ray has his own highlights. He chaperoned during the event.
The experience of being there to listen to and watch and experience rehearsal techniques, and a lot of it just backed up things that I already know and do. It feels kind of good when you go into a thing like this and you're seeing this, these national clinicians that do the same thing you do.
To be eligible to apply, you must be a sophomore, junior, or senior who made it to All-State Band. Unfortunately, they will be taking a year off, so best of luck to those in future years. Mr. Ray gives some of his advice on how you can prepare.
The key is work really hard on your instrument, get good, and just be prepared.
Check out nafme.org for more information.
The library hosted special events for teachers to learn more about the many materials available to them and their students in the library. Ms. Thompson and Ms. Wright says it's everything from research to games.
So we offered breakouts, like for them to come in and us to explain it, and them kind of do a practice one so that they could see that it works for every class, all content areas. The other is the Kentucky Virtual Library. If your kids, if any class is going to do research, they need to be using the Kentucky Virtual Library. It's fantastic.
We did a trivia for Band of Books, and so we're offering that to the teachers to come in and learn about how we can implement that in their classes as well.
Teachers can sign up on the library's Google Calendar or come during their planning period. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Do not forget we only go to school 2 days next week, with Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off for the holiday.
But the best part of the day is no doubt the food. Kanan Shanks and I found out your favorite Thanksgiving foods.
What's up, y'all? It's Kanan Shanks and
Atlee Stanley.
we here interviewing y'all about what y'all favorite Thanksgiving food. Atlee, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Mashed potatoes. Any time of year, any day, anytime. Let's go.
Like all the time?
All the time.
Anyways, my favorite Thanksgiving food.
The rolls are goated. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
Let's get started.
Hey. No.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving food and why?
I'm kind of partial to putting everything together and just like, that's pretty good.
Why?
Tastes good. Tastes yummy, dude. Yummy. Tastes yummy.
All right, okay. Thanks. I'm here with Sam Tucker. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Stuffing.
Why?
It tastes good.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
Chicken because, it's relatively healthy.
Broken light, breaking news.
I like ham because it's like sweet and everything else is gross. Mac and cheese.
Why?
Because it is 100% better than everything else on the table.
She said 100% better. My favorite Thanksgiving food and why?
A roll because, I don't know, it's just good.
Who am I here with?
I'm Noah Toller.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ooh. Probably mashed potatoes and gravy.
Why?
I just like the taste of it.
That's real.
Hey. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Turkey.
Why?
It's just the best food, especially when my grandma makes it.
Grandma turkey, always the best.
My favorite food is mac and cheese because it's a childhood favorite, obviously.
My favorite is my mom's stuffing because it's really, really, really good.
My favorite is your mom.
And that was Thanksgiving food.
Yum.
See you guys later.
Or not.
Or not.
So I don't know about you, but I really like that turkey. I really like that turkey. What about you?
I'm vegan.
The Mustang boys swim team placed first overall in their first meet of the season. For Mustang TV Sports, I'm Ella Troop. While the boys placed first last Saturday in Hopkinsville, the girls team came in third. Our very own Justice Beard got first in the 200 freestyle and second in the 500, while the boys 200 free came in first for the medley, and Caleb Suter won the 200 IM and the 100 fly. He says he's proud of his team.
The overall standpoint of how we did was pretty good, and some of us didn't drop time, but that just gives us more room to improve on other meets. Well, the rest of the season for meets, I'm hoping that we can, at regionals, get first place like we did at this meet. The next thing that we are going to do is go back to the pool and train harder so we can hopefully drop more time, even the people that dropped time this weekend.
You can learn more about the Mustang swim team at Meet the Mustangs this Saturday. It starts at 6 in the gym, and you can not only meet the swim team, but also the basketball, wrestling, and dance cheer squads. The McCracken archery team is back. Miss Arnett, the student teacher with Miss Follis in the choir room, is the new head coach. She's hosting a meeting this Friday afternoon in the choir room to tell you anything you need to know. She told us about the first practice.
Our first practice will be Wednesday, November 30th at 2:30 over at the old Roughton's Tennis Center, that green building that wrestling uses a lot. And there are shuttles that are offered to transport students from here at school to their to practice.
Volleyball coach Tim Whitus recently coached his last game for the Mustangs. He retires from both coaching and teaching at the end of the year. In his career at both MCHS and Lone Oak High School, Whitus won over 500 matches and won every district and regional championship for the past 10 years. He says it's time for a new era.
I mean, I've been teaching for 28 years, and I knew that whenever it was time for me to retire from teaching, I was going to end up retiring from coaching as well. So I wanted to be able to do both of them together. So it's just time to move on and let some young blood come in and do what they can do.
Whitus ended his career being named the Region 1 Coach of the Year, an honor he's won before. Wrestling had their hour-a-thon Tuesday. In the hour where they texted and called 30 of their contacts, they raised $7,000. They will keep donations open for a week. The donations are for charter buses and any equipment they might need. The donation link is in the description below, and their next match is on December 1st in Springfield, Tennessee for a tri-meet.
All right, what's good, y'all? Your favorite host back at it again with another episode of Jay's Jams. We're going to be doing the same thing we did last week because apparently y'all liked it. So, I mean, I guess we don't really need an explanation. We can go ahead and get straight up into it. All right, young boy, underrated, perfectly rated, or overrated?
I'm going to be honest. Overrated, but he's so good.
Okay, why do you think he's overrated?
Because everyone likes him.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. 21 Savage.
I say a little underrated.
Why?
I mean, 21 Savage is tough, and a lot of people hate on him for no reason. Like, 21 Savage is tough. Like,
very valid. NLE Choppa, underrated, perfectly rated, or overrated?
Honestly, perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated? Why?
Because I think his music is good, but it ain't that good. It's good, but it ain't that good.
He's in the median. I appreciate it. Better than that other news team in there. But question still stands. J. Cole.
Maybe a little underrated personally.
Why?
I mean, he's J. Cole. He's like top G.
Him. So, Kanye.
Perfectly rated.
Why?
He's the GOAT.
All right, so how about for you?
Overrated.
Why?
You not hear what he said?
I mean, I saw what he said, but
you heard what he said.
we're not going to talk about it.
West overrated or underrated or perfectly rated?
Yeah, Push Icy.
Very valid. Lil Baby.
I think he's a little overrated. I'm not gonna lie, but he's really good. Like, I ain't even gonna cap.
Lil Durk.
Overrated.
Why?
Because I hear about him all the time. I listen to one song. I didn't feel it.
He wasn't messing with it. How about you?
Overrated. He's all right though.
Thank you. Sorry, almost didn't see y'all there. But that concludes another week of Jay's Jams. Be sure to tune in next week. But until then, I'll see you.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Mustang TV News.
You can find this and every episode on our YouTube channel. Just search McCracken Media Classes.
And remember, everyone matters.
And every moment counts.